Hello to all residents in Clarenville and Shoal Harbour. As you may know by now, I have offered myself for the position of mayor for our wonderful town. I believe the time has come for a change in leadership, and I have the interest, time, and passion to move the town forward. I have been a resident of this town for the past 40 years, along with my wife Holly and two children, Laurie and Michael. Since that time, I have been an active volunteer in many groups and organizations, such as board member of White Hills, the Alternative Measures Program, Tri-Pin Jumpstart Program, past president of the Clarenville Recreation Association, member of the host committee for the Clarenville 1994 Winter Games, current member on the Random Age Friendly Board of Directors, and a volunteer with the Crest Bus Service, just to name a few. In my professional career, I was a social worker and manager with government for 23 years and was a manager with Eastern Health for 20 years. Working in this field allowed me to work with many individuals, families, and organizations. From this experience, I have learned that people come first, whether it be an individual resident in our town or an established business or organization. I have served as a councillor with the town for 4 terms, so I am well aware of the challenges that we as a council have to face. If elected, I am quite eager and prepared to work with council to meet the needs of all our residents. Some of my priorities for the town are as follows. Ensure the completion of the Shoal Harbour Causeway. I strongly have supported this project from the beginning, which I believe is essential to meet the needs of our community. Establish a better communication system in our town to ensure our residents are kept informed of any information they need to be aware of. Establish a tourism committee to look at tourism opportunities for both summer and winter activities. Ensure Clarenville remains a model, age-friendly community to people of all ages. Explore the possibility of a wellness center with a swimming pool, with support from both levels of government and other municipalities in the region. Promote economic development. Work to address environmental issues such as the wastewater regulations and air quality concerns. Address concerns around safety on local roads and trails. For example, adding speed bumps in areas around schools, playgrounds, and in congregated living subdivisions for seniors. Lights at intersections for the trails is also essential. Ensure that with the current discussion around the healthcare accord, the medical services in our community are not downgraded. These are only few of the issues Council will have to face over the next 4 years. Let me now address 4 questions that has been posed by the Chamber of Commerce. Number 1, do you think the town of Clarenville needs to do more to attract new businesses? And if elected, what will your strategy to market Clarenville as an ideal business location? Well, as a growing municipality, I believe there is a continuous need to not only attract new businesses, but also to retain the current businesses we have. Clarenville is a major service center and is ideally located on the Trans-Canada Highway. We are a town that has a lot of amenities that you would see in large cities. We have excellent healthcare facilities, recreation facilities such as downhill skiing, a cross-country ski trail that is the best in Canada, a marina, an event center with a theater, hiking trails, soccer and softball fields, and others. All of this will be a great benefit in promoting our town to attract new businesses. We need to ensure that our commercial mill rate for tax purposes are competitive with other towns. We also need to explore the option of setting up an industrial park, similar as other towns such as Marystown and Holyrood, where commercial land could be made available for businesses to set up. With advanced technology, we need to promote businesses such as subsea imaging, now a world-class business venture located in our town. This is a case in point where businesses can work from anywhere and enjoy a quality of life that Clarenville has to offer. In addition, Clarenville is ideally situated to attract businesses in the technology sector, having ready access to infrastructure requirements such as high-speed internet, fiber optic cable, and adequate power requirements. Number 2, if elected, what would you do to keep the costs and the town's debt-to-debt service ratio under control? As indicated, our current debt-to-service ratio is currently at 19%, well under the provincial standard of 25%. This means that currently 19 cents of every dollar the town takes in goes towards the town's debt. The work of replacing and repairing our infrastructure will be an ongoing process. Also, our residents will continue to expect the programs and services they rightfully deserve. To ensure our debt-to-service ratio remains under control, Council will always need a plan to ensure additional revenues are raised and curb expenses when necessary to make this happen. Question 3. If the town can afford to drop the poll tax, do you think it's at least time to review this tax and start work to wean the town away from its dependence on what most think is an unfair tax on low-income earners? Currently, Clarenville is just one of the few towns now in the province that charges a poll tax. Currently, this tax generates around $200,000 a year in revenue, which helps, of course, to pay for programs and services the town provides. I would, as mayor, be committed to review this tax with a plan to phase out this tax over time and explore ways to absorb this cost in our budget without having any adverse effects on our taxpayers. Question 4. Do you feel the town of Clarenville has the funds to employ an economic development officer and a marketing officer? As mayor, I would work with council to assess our current staffing model. This would include consideration of a position that would be responsible for things such as economic development and marketing. I realize there is funding available from the federal and provincial governments that could assist our town with this initiative. I also believe that there should be a stronger partnership with the local Chamber of Commerce to help ensure the successful implementation of such a position. I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for the opportunity to respond to those questions. And to the residents of our town, I humbly ask for your support on Election Day. Thank you.